And good Friday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Hope you are doing well. Starting today off kind of chilly. Right now we're sitting at 42. The wind chill at 39. Gives you a little bit of a burr. I've got the fireplace going, trying to keep myself a little from getting chilly today, but it will warm up. 62 is what our high is expected today. Not quite as warm as it was yesterday, but still nice. And we'll give you your complete weekend details in just a moment to get you up to date with all that's going to be happening with the weather. The great news is we don't have any foreseeable bad weather in the forecast. Isn't that great? Maybe we can get through without thunderstorms for a few days. Let's hope and pray that it kind of stays that way. Up and coming this morning, the morning show at 7 o'clock. That's roughly 29 minutes from now. Hope you'll join us as we'll tell you all what's going on in the last 24 hours and what to expect over the next few days. We get ready for the big shindig. We'll call it a shindig downtown Meridian tomorrow. The History Walk. Hope you can make it out for that. It begins at noon tomorrow and will last until roughly about 4 o'clock as we've had the different people coming by this week telling us about all the activities that will take place. So should be fun. I hope you can do that. And we'll tell you about a giveaway also. You might want to take advantage of this one. We'll tell you about that this morning at 7 also. All right, let's head out to Collinsville. Let's see Brother Ben. He's got a little message, and it's, well, this morning kind of about the tax collector. Anybody ever had to pay that guy? Here's Brother Ben. He'll tell us more.
One day, Jesus' disciples were approached by a tax collector who wondered why Jesus had not paid his half-shekel temple tax. And in response, Jesus turned to Peter and asked him if kings tax their sons, to which Peter replied, "Well, of course not. Kings tax everybody else, but not their sons." And then Jesus said, "Then the sons are free," which is a roundabout way of saying that since the temple belonged to God the Father, then Jesus, as the Son of God, was free from the temple tax. Jesus didn't know a thing. But to not give offense, Jesus told Peter to pay the tax for him, but he had him do it in the most amazing Jesus way ever. He told Peter to go to the sea and to cast a hook into the water. And when he caught his very first fish, he was to open the mouth of that fish, because in that fish's mouth, Peter would find a shekel, which would pay the temple tax for both Jesus and Peter. And that's exactly what happened. Man, what a cool story, but also what an interesting way to claim that Jesus is the Son of God and then prove that claim through the sign and wonder of Peter finding that shekel in the first fish that he caught. Beloved, Jesus is God's Son. Do you believe that? Then turn from sin and trust in Him today as Savior and Lord of your life. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. And a big thank you to Brother Ben there for that message this morning, all about that tax collector and miracles and things that do happen. I know a lot of us sit back and we go, well, I've never seen a miracle. I'll think back, you probably have and just didn't realize what was in front of you at the time. God does miracles every single day. Glad to be a part of this thing that He calls this old world of His. Maybe one day we'll all get to go to that other place called heaven. That's what we hope for anyway. Hope you enjoyed that message. They'll be having church this Sunday. High noon is when it will take place there in Collinsville. Hope you'll drop in and visit with them. As we said this morning, it's going to be a great day. Deb's still under the weather. She can't talk. She has laryngitis to the utmost degree. She tries to talk and doesn't much come out. Odie has graciously come back to fill in again this morning with us. Hope you'll hang around. It'll be a lot of fun beginning at 7 o'clock as we get this day underway for you. All right, let's start looking at the forecast now and what all it has to offer this weekend. Burr or not? Let's find out.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we go back for our record highs and our record lows this morning, it was 1932, some few years ago, wasn't it? Record high of 82 was set. I was a kid when this next event happened. It was 1971 that we had a low of 13 degrees, and a cold day that was. 13 of them, 1971. As we look across the sky today, it looks to be 63 here in Meridian Laurel, 62 down to Hattiesburg, a little warmer, 63. As we go northward through Philadelphia and we follow Highway 15, up through Knox and Pater, should get to Columbus, and the Starkville area should be about 60 61 in there. As we go out to our west, 64 in Vicksburg and Natchez will be sunshine and 65 today. Not bad at all. As we go east into Alabama, we'll have 63 in Tuscaloosa. Clanton will see 60. Birmingham, a little bit cooler there at 61 for Birmingham. As you go south, and of course it'll be warmer as we go toward the Alabama coastline as well as the Mississippi coastline as well. Now, as we look at this, we still see that most of Mississippi is still warm or average. The east side, where we are right here, where Meridian is located, still on the warmer side. We see off to our west, we start seeing that California is pushing that cool front towards us. How long before it gets here? It could be 2 weeks. So let's look at our 7-day forecast of what we've got in it. Now, it does look like tomorrow will be a wet one for us. We're not going to get out of it. It will be wet. We've got 62 for a high today, 40 tonight. By tomorrow, we have a high of 50. Low should be around 36, but we have that 60% chance of rain. We do hope that it will break and make way for a little bit of activity there in downtown Meridian. As we get to Sunday, rain moves out. We'll get to a high of 58, but look at the nighttime low as we get ready to wake up Monday morning. 33 will be chilly. As we go back to work, 65 Monday, 42 for a low, 67 by Tuesday, and look at these 70-degree days. By Wednesday, 74, and rain back in the forecast by Thursday, just in time for the weekend, isn't it? 72 there with a 60% chance of rain next Thursday. Let's go ahead and look on until Friday. We'll start cooling down again, partly cloudy, at least for a couple of days. And then we get back to more sunshine as we have on the Sunday, about 66, and then 70s again. Boy, it's just not going to be cold this February at all. None of the outlooks show anything cold. We're anywhere from 58 to 75 degrees through the month of February. We'll see what March has to offer as it comes about. We never know, do we? But that's your rain chances there. And temperatures, wow, a little different there. Good morning, LaWanda. Good to see you. Dee is up. Jerry Mason, how are you doing? Yeah, hopefully it'll be dry for y'all next weekend there in Quitman as y'all get ready for the Battle of Texas there. Lonnie Timms is up. Good to see you. Let's talk about fishing. What does Chet's hold for you today when it comes to the fishing forecast? Major time today at 3 o'clock. It should last until 5 if you can sneak off from work a little bit there early. It'll be east wind, 5 to 10 miles an hour, as I do my best sometimes to read what I've put in front of me there. That's the forecast of what we've got. Now, we're going to be back in roughly 20 minutes from now. We'll go live with the morning show. We'd love for you to be a part of it as we'll go over what's going on in the Meridian area and surrounding communities over the last 24 hours. Come be a part of it, won't you? Share it. Let somebody know. We'll be here and also on television at Fox 30 as well. You can watch either on your phone, through YouTube or Facebook, or live on television. You pick it. We'll be back soon, beginning at straight up 7 o'clock. Come back and join us, won't you? We'll see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: